everyone! So today we are going to learn how to solve an equation by completing the square. For those of you in our class, we're talking about page 1045 HMA, and let's just get started with a few things. So we're going to use this if we are trying to solve equations that are in standard form or almost standard form. What do I mean? Ax squared plus bx plus c is standard form. Or if it's written ax squared plus bx equals c. What are we going to do? We're first going to add if a is equal to 1, b divided by 2 squared to both sides of the equal sign. That's going to give us a beautiful, perfectly squared trinomial that reads ax squared plus bx equals b over 2 squared. And then using the solution by taking the root, we will quickly solve for x, check our answers, and make sure we didn't make any mistakes. Let's get started. It's easier to show you than to tell you. So here's the first example when a is equal to 1, which means there's no coefficient in front of my x here. It's just x squared minus 10x equals 11. This is in standard form-ish. The c is on the side of the equal sign. Which is okay. We are then going to do what? We are going to add b divided by 2 squared to both sides of the equation. What is my b? My b is 10. So I have 10 divided by 2, which gives me 5 squared. So I have to add 25 to both sides. X squared minus 10x plus 25 equals 11 plus 25. Now I'm going to simplify. On this side, 11 plus 25, 36. Here I have my perfectly squared trinomial, which I can now factor, is x minus 5 squared. If you were to factor this, you'd find it's x minus 5, x minus 5. So I just write it squared equals 36. I'm going to take the square root of both sides. So the square root of x squared x minus 5 squared and the square root plus or minus of 36. That's going to give me just the x minus 5 here equals, well, what is the square root of 36? 36 is a perfect square, so the square root is going to be 6, but we need to entertain the positive and the negative solution for that. So x minus 5 could equal positive 6, and x minus 5 could equal negative 6. Well, let's solve that. To get x by itself, I have to add 5 to both sides. So here I go x equals 11. Here, to solve that, again, add 5 to both sides. X is going to equal negative 1. Let's check this. Let's see if it works. I'm going to plug in 11. 11 squared is 121 minus 10 times 11 is 110. Does that give me 11? Yes, 121 minus 110 is 11. So 11 works. What about negative 1? Well, negative 1 squared is 1. And negative 1 times negative 10 is going to give me positive 10. So 1 plus 10 is going to give me 11. It also works. So both of these solutions for x works. That's fantastic. Well, what about if a is not equal to 1? Sometimes we have an a that is 5, 6, 1/2. So I'm going to show you now if a is not equal to 1, but it is a perfect square. What do I mean? That the coefficient in front of the x is the perfect square of some number. For example, what if we had, so here it's not equal to 1, 9x squared plus 6x equals 10. So here, a is not 1, but it is a perfect square. So if you have an a that's a perfect square, instead of using the b divided by 2 squared, you're going to use, to make this square perfect, b squared over 4a. You're going to add that to both sides. So let's do so now. We have 9x squared plus 6x. So b is 6. 6 squared is 36. And a is 9. 4 times 9 is also 36. So I'm adding to both sides. 36 over 36, or 1, equals 10 plus 1. So here we have it, and I just have to simplify. This is a perfect trinomial, which means I can now factor this out. 3x, that's the 9. Multiply together my second term gives me 1, so it has to be 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. And then I can check it using FOIL. Yes, it does work. Equals 11. So here I have my perfect square. 3x plus 1 squared equals 11. So now I need to take the square root of both sides. 3x plus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 11. And I'm just going to solve this now. 3x plus 1 equals negative square root of 11, or 3x plus 1 equals positive square root of 11. And solve for x. I take over the 1. 3x is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 11, and then divide by 3, and that's my answer for x. Negative 1 minus the square root of 11 over 3. I do the same thing here. 3x equals square root of 11 minus 1. X is equal to square root of 11 minus 1 divided by 3. So they're not hard. Actually, they're pretty easy once you understand how to make the square perfect. The next video I'll show you how to do it if your a is not a perfect square. It's the same thing, there's just one extra step. See you soon. Bye-bye.